Let's talk runway. Fall, winter, 2025. I just had an epic sewing fail and I just need something else to focus on right now while I deal with that later. You know, just fun, kind of telling you my favorite things. You know, it's runway. It doesn't need to be like relatable or wearable necessarily. It just needs to be eye-catching and fun and inspiring, you know? Okay, let's go over the ones I think are my favorite currently and kind of just like give you a breakdown of them. The first one is Chloe. I really love this show. I mean, I think I love everything that they do. I found it very inspiring for a lot of things. I just really love Kamali. I'm totally saying that wrong, butchering, sorry. Did anyone notice like they did like a bunch of like heart jewelry? And I thought that was like kind of a cute touch. It kind of reminded me of like Juicy Couture. From back in the day. But I just like loved all the accessories.
All the jewelry was just very chunky and heavy, and it just felt like 2008 again. Maybe 2009, I don't know.
Lots of layering, lots of belts, lots of jewelry. Everything was like an antique brass, which I liked. We haven't like had antique brass in a while. I feel like everything's either been bright gold, like Schiaparelli gold, or silver. Like we need like gunmetal and like an antique brass. I'm here for it. Take away the shiny stuff. She does such a good job putting outfits together that seem wearable, but also, or if you watched a few videos ago, things that I'm obsessed with, honestly, she kind of hit the mark on all of those. A lot of those things that I was liking at the beginning of the year. I mean, obviously I know she didn't like look at my video, okay? No, I noticed a lot of like romantic and also like the Victorian equestrian look that I was talking about. A lot of like fitted jackets. It feels, everything's very ethereal.
It just feels like there's a lot of historical references, particularly in the outerwear category. That movie, Ever After, Pride and Prejudice, it's not exact, it evokes that feeling. I think what I'm trying to convey here is that this line was made by a woman. You know, 2000.
In these like really big voluminous dresses, but because the chiffon drapes so nicely, oh, it just looks like fairy tale dresses. I'm assuming by now, saw Dochi come to the show, and she was wearing one of the looks with, was like a fur shawl, little dangly rabbit feet or something. I don't know if it's actual, okay, and I hope not. But just like with the chunky layers of jewelry with the shawl collar that's fur and the ruffles, it's just like so beautiful. Like it makes you want to be a rock star. That sounds really stupid, but like that's what I mean. There was like this really beautiful coat that was quilted with a fur trim all around. It's like mauvey pink and then a leather pant that was burgundy, and it was just so cute. I love like the pink and the burgundy together. Oh wait, look at me. Pink, burgundy. We're already hitting all the marks. I wish I could sew one of these dresses, but I can't. I mean, who's to say I can't in the future, but I need a special hand to be making all these dresses. They also might be doing it by hand. Lots of muted tones, but the way that she layered it all together, it still added like dimension to all the outfits. For example, like in one of them, wearing like a brown fur with a really cool light silver blue lace top, gray sheer skirt, and then a burgundy bag. And it just, something about it with the antique brass just goes together. There was also this really beautiful, it almost looked like a bridal set, and it's like this little two-piece like cropped white lace top with a maxi skirt, and it has this cute little like peplum almost on top. So styling, A+, loved it all. I wish I could dress like this, honestly. So yeah, Chloe was one of my favorites, absolutely. Her top fabrics were lace, chiffon, and then like some leathers and furs. So much fur. So much fur. The next one I really loved, Alexander McQueen. Like the sleeve details, again, that whole like, it's a big puff sleeve here and then it goes really fitted arm. Nice little cropped fitted jackets, riding jackets with the contrast of like all the neck details. So dark, so aesthetic. You know, like I wanted to be in, what's that movie with, I wanted to be in Sleepy Hollows. I wanted to be Christina Ricci. Maybe not, because I don't know how that movie ends, but also Johnny Depp is canceled here, so if that's not your vibe, then I don't know what to tell you. We don't know that man, okay? This was on my list of things I wanted to make this year, and I have been in the process of trying to pattern it. I need to make one of these eventually, so if it's not this year, it's for next year. Neck details, like, you know, like Queen Elizabeth when she would wear those, I forget what they're called, like those little lace. Queen Elizabeth neck wear. A ruff? A neck ruff. Neck ruffs are in. Get yours soon. Should I start making neck ruffs? No, but really, I really loved the neck ruffs. It just added this like dramatics, you know, like the drama, you know? Really big, beautiful dresses and a lot of interesting hems, like highs and lows. Like you wouldn't know we're gonna go into a recession pretty soon, you know? They're using lots of fabric, okay? This is not recession fabric. Like we got 9 yards of fabric in this dress probably, maybe 10. There's like this beautiful one that's like they made like angel wings coming from this little cropped fur jacket. Like it's covered around her face with these like big, like they look like wings almost, like a Victoria's Secret wing. Gosh, it's so pretty. I love it so much. You know, fashion is art. He also brought back gold print in like a little woven blouse. I kind of giggled a little bit because I was like, oh my god, I had a knockoff of that scarf when I was younger and had no idea it was from Alexander McQueen. That's just dense at the moment, okay? Also, they had these really cool chunky cable knit sweaters. So one of my jobs is to actually make all the knitwear for the company I work for. I feel like I'm an intermediate, okay? I'm not an expert in sweaters by any means, but I can appreciate a good sweater, okay? Or a good jumper, maybe because they're British, you know? But so cool. They almost look like they like, what's that stuff that you put on the couch to like make it stiff so that like it doesn't get stained? It's almost like someone did that to the sweater to like make it very stiff. Super cool, loved it. Neck ruffs and voluminous sleeves, guys. Okay. The next one, I'm always a big Schiaparelli fan. What's his name? It's Daniel Rosenberry, Rosberry, whatever. I love his work. I don't know where he was before. I'm not big on like knowing like where they jump from place to place, but I'm always a big fan of like the custom hardware. A lot of custom hardware. It just always looks so good. And then there's like this really cool fur set. And I don't know what's going on. Like I'm trying to like zoom in on the details to figure it out. I don't know, but it looks like, I don't know if it's feathers or if it's fur. Maybe it's faux fur, and I love it. And you could definitely look like Big Bird in this because she's so beautiful. She just looks gorgeous. You know, like it's such a cool outfit. I love the asymmetrical hem. It just looks expensive and hard to do. It looks designer. The fur was crazy. So much fur, but there's also this really cool fur top. I don't know if I love it or I hate it, but it got my attention. And it almost looks like it's a skunk or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm just into the Muppet wear, you know? I love like the feathers coming out of the neck. It looks cool. I like it. It looks classy. It looks chic. I always like their denim pieces too. They just do this, you know? Lots of belt layering. This belt layering is still happening. Love it. Also this other cool piece where it was like a very fitted, broad shouldered blazer. And then it had hand beaded, almost like a little corset shape. I love the idea of that. Like I know people used to like wear belts like that, you know? Like you'd wear like a belted corset over. Anyway, it was cool. It like brought the waist and went like that. The hardware that I was also getting back to is like there's this huge halter top with this huge buckle just like right here on her neck. It's fun. I like fun. And then Oliver for Balmain. Just a lot of really cool knitwear. I really am trying to understand how they do the like really intricate sweater designs. And I just find it fascinating because I'm still in the process of like learning about like that. It looks almost like Isabel Marant, and I liked it. Red isn't going anywhere. There's still lots of red. Bluemarine too. They had a lot of boho inspirations as well. I liked that show too. My other favorite was Isabel Marant, which I know she's having like a really big moment right now. Everyone's like obsessed with the whole boho whatever chic. It's also like kind of indie sleaze. Old Loser in Brooklyn. I feel like she created that term, indie sleaze. It's cool. Like I think that this one, I could see myself wearing a lot of these pieces. It feels like we're back in 2010. No, what year was that? During like, you know, the beginning of the hipster era. You know, very 80s inspired, lots of layering, texture mixing. Like there's a lot of laces with leathers, with stripes, lace, and leather. Like just so many like layering with different textures and fabric. There's some plaid, obviously. Some plaid and some stripes layered together. I loved Isabel Marant's like almost the entire thing. I really did. Like almost every piece I'm like, put it in my closet immediately. And also it reminded me that I already have some lace tights. And so maybe I can recreate some of these outfits with, you know, just that one thing that I have. I feel like I have some of these things that like I could style it similarly to the runway in my closet. Micro, tiny shorts and skirts and skirts with like a big tops. I would say my top 3 for sure. Chloe, Isabel Marant, and let's see, who gets the 3rd spot? Alexander McQueen. I did like some pieces in the Christopher John Rogers. I mean, all the stripe fun that he does is always fun to me. I can appreciate his show. There's a lot of tucks going on and like asymmetrical tucks in a lot of these designs. Isabel Marant, a lot of the stuff with like hip details made me want to go on vacation. Like resort wear. Always so good with color. I think my other favorite, the Zimmerman show. I loved it too. Boho, I guess, well, everyone's saying boho's back, you know? A lot of like capelet details too, I noticed. Cape top, like capes on dresses. Really cool all leather outfit. There was also like a lot of cool smocking details. There was like this beautiful smocked like dress and set. Ugh, so pretty. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Honorable mentions. I really did like the playfulness in Sandy Liang's show, because you know, It's so fun and girly and like Polly Pocket, just so cute. I think it was like a really fun show and I liked it. Loved the little mini skirt that had a bunch of little other mini skirts on it. It's just like, it's fun, it's playful, it's cute. Laquan Smith, sleek, just, man, he knows a woman's body, let me tell you. Just snatched. Where's Zendaya? We need her in the entire line immediately. Collina Strada, playful, fun, the like unexpected layering. Dresses with pants, but they're like maxi dresses. So all you see is like the peeking out from like the bottom 5 inches of the pant. Maximalism. I also really liked D Squared's show. It was just fun. It was a good time. I loved like the layout of it. I loved how everyone was like coming out in like different ways, showing up in cars, showing up on bicycles, showing up in roller skates. It was just like so like eye-pleasing to watch and it was just like fun, good time. And then Doechii came out and like performed. It was just like amazing. She was there all week, okay? She was killing it all week. Yeah, I really liked a lot of the pieces too. Honorable mentions. The things that I noticed the most. Fur. So much fur. Fur. It was fur jackets, fur trims, on sleeves, on hems, on necks, a lot of shawls. So many creative ways with the fur. Unrealistic in the California weather that I'm in. I also noticed a lot of animal, it's fall. But specifically what stuck out to me was zebra. And I may have got a new eBay order with a cute little zebra set, cropped, collared zip-up jacket with a matching tank under. And watching all of these shows and I was like, well, it's $23 for this cute little set. Maybe I should just get it and be on top of the trend. Not that I need to be, but I actually really did like it. So she's gonna be at my house soon. Peplums still going strong. So sorry to my millennial friends. The peplums are here to stay. That kind of goes along with my next one. Hip details, big extended hips, bustles. What is it called when you're on your hips? Really voluminous hips. Lots of layering and maximalism. Like, we're like in the era of maximalism. We've been so bored and I need to be better at layering. Like, you know who I love is Benalis, Instagram and TikTok, wherever. She does super fun maximalism. Tons of like just stacked jewelry and layers of underlayers and then top layers and then jackets and just lots of fun. So much structured suiting, so much of it. Just a lot of like indie sleaze and boho. I've been really into the 80s looks lately. So 80s is here. I mean, of course, like the fashion cyclical or whatever you say, you know, the 20-year cycle. So we're back to that. And I'm like, I mean, I've already been really inspired by a lot of 80s details when it comes to like drop waist things, like lots of bow details and volume, leather jackets and like kind of like puffed out sleeves. And then also so much lace, so much lace. Here's my favorite pieces from all these laces. It's like everyone got together and said, lace, all we're wearing is lace. I love lace, so I'm on board. I've actually been wanting to make some lace pieces because I have some fabric and some random laces and I've been wanting to make cool like little see-through things. I did make 2 tops this year that were lace and see-through. Anyway, what were your guys' favorites? And if you haven't watched them, go check them out because they're a good old time. You can watch them on YouTube. That's where I like to watch them. I have a Vogue subscription, so I like go in there and just like look through all the photos. Sparks some like little creativity from everything and I just really enjoy watching them every season. I don't know, check it out. Thanks for sticking around listening to me yap. This is a full yap session. Yapping till we can't yap no more. Anyway, so those are some of my favorites. Let me know what your favorites were. Are you guys like maximalists? I'm like really striving to be, but I'm not patient enough. But I need to be more patient and I need to just like start practicing more. See you next time.